What's up YouTube, welcome back to the channel once again. In some cases, like for example the cars, some of the cars can go very bad when it comes to sales figures, but if you look at the car you feel like it deserves much more number of sales compared to what it has done at that point of time. For example, Nissan Kicks is something that I think is a really nice car, but it did not do well with the sales figures. So in a similar way, I think that this is one of those motorcycles that has a lot of potential to do a good sales figures, but somehow it doesn't do that much of sales numbers. So this is the SVARTPILEN 401. This is from Husqvarna, the Swedish company. In Swedish language, the SVARTPILEN means the black arrow, whereas the Vitpilen means the white arrow. When it comes to the design, when you first sit on the motorcycle, this is how it looks. The overall design of the motorcycle is really minimal and looks very clean. I really like the way that Husqvarna has been designing their bikes. Even the 801 that has been recently launched, that looks really good. And the previous generation motorcycles of Husqvarna, the Vitpilen and the SVARTPILEN 250 that were launched, they didn't do that well. It was because of the seat height. At 840 mm it was not that approachable for Indians, I felt, and also the seat length was only suitable for one guy. If he had any backpack with him, then there was very less room for the pillion to sit on that bike. But now that it is at 820 mm for the seat height, it is very approachable. I was actually quite surprised that me at 5'6", I was still able to place both my feet on the ground at a half feet length. When you first sit on the motorcycle, it might feel that the riding posture might be on the comfort side, but that's not the case. Once you start riding it, you will actually feel that you are a little lean forward, because the rider's seat is a little on the back side, and it has a scooped seat setup, so you are actually seated a little farther than the handlebar. That's the reason why you might have to take a little lean forward position. Thanks to KTM KUKATPALLY, they arranged the bike for me to test it out and give you the ride impressions. The contact details are down in the description below if you want to contact them. Talking about the design of the motorcycle, if you look at the front part, it gets a nice round LED headlamp in the front, which kind of reminds me of Moto Morini's C Mezzo, which is a 650cc or 600cc motorcycle. And I actually like the way that the headlamp is. Well, the design is quite good. It has that minimal touch to it. It's just that I did not like the tail section of this motorcycle. They should have done a little better with the grab rails. I like the Scrambler 400's grab rail, so I think they should have designed a little better than that. Talking about the suspension, this one gets upside down forks from WP Apex. These are 41 mm upside down adjustable for compression and rebound. You can be able to adjust it from right here. I think it has somewhere around 5 steps or something. For the rear suspension, you can be able to adjust the preload and rebound, I believe. So that's a nice thing that this one still gets that adjustable suspensions similar to the Duke 390. When it comes to engine, it is the same 398cc liquid cooled, borrowed from the KTM's Duke 390. Engine is quite powerful. I think it produces somewhere at 46 bhp and around 37 Nm of torque. I really like the way that the engine performs for a single cylinder, because I think this is so far in India, this is the most powerful single cylinder, I believe. But the thing is, at low speeds, you feel like you have to give a little bit of throttle to get it to somewhere at 4000 RPM, and once it gets to that, that's when the power starts to kick in, and you will actually like the way that it feels. But it is not really tractable motor, so you have to take care of that. You might have to change a little bit of gears here and there. You also get adjustable levers. These are the ones that you can use to adjust the levers, both for the brake and gear levers. That is also a good thing. Now the cost of the motorcycle stands at around 2.91 lakhs ex-showroom. but here in Hyderabad the on-road price is at 3.52 lakhs or something. Now if you are someone who wants a nice retro, neo-retro motorcycle that you want to use for your urban riding with a lot of power in it, I think this is a really nice bike in that sense, in that regards. If you are someone who likes the way that the Duke 390's engine is, but you are conscious about the tag that has been doing rounds, then you can be able to buy this. It performs really well. It has that nice design, so I feel that it is one of those bikes that is quite underrated but has so much of potential in it. You also have 177 mm of ground clearance. Yes, it is a little less than the Scramblers. Like Scrambler has at around 195 mm of ground clearance, but this one has just 177. But that is not something that you would be bothered about. If you are someone who is riding on a day-to-day basis inside the city, then you will still like it. Since the day that it was launched, I think it was launched back in January, I haven't seen any SVARTPILENs yet on the roads in Hyderabad. It was just today that when I was taking the test ride for this motorcycle that I also noticed the SVARTPILEN 250 on the road. That was the first time again, so not sure how the sales numbers are. Hope that they improve for this motorcycle actually. Also the suspension setup has a travel of 150 mm both for the front and back, so that should kind of give you an idea that this bike is not actually made for the off-roads. It might be able to go well on the bad patches of the roads, but not completely off-road. Even for the light off-road, you might still not feel that this is made for that aspect. So in that sense, this is more like an urban rider, but with the theme of Scrambler. One thing is that when I stopped at a couple of signals, then people did look at it, so it was getting a bit of attention because of its unique styling and minimal designs. If you are someone who is into those kind of things, then this bike is really nice for that, in that aspect. The turning radius is good too. I do not have any discomfort with that, and the brakes are actually quite good. The front one is actually powerful enough to give you that stopping power, but the rear one kind of has a little less bite, but that's pretty much the same case with most of the motorcycles. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.